Down with Reece,
my brother Reece.
The homie Reece, you already know, man. It's Taylor Gang, I die.
Who you with?
Reece.
Yeah. Who you with?
Who you with?
Hey, we back at it. Beautiful Thursday. Got a very special guest in the building who's popping all over the small screen, about to be on the big screen. Got movies going, TV shows going. She probably gonna have a cooking show going too. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. We got the beautiful Anna on Instagram, aka Anna Rebecca's in the building. What's up?
What's going on?
You were back. You were here.
Yes, last year.
Yeah, our Woman Crush Wednesday, Working Woman Wednesday. You stirred the pot.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day that day.
You stirred the pot as you do. People got to kind of see your personality. But now we're talking about the work. Let's talk about these wonderful things you've been doing. You're an independent actress.
Yes.
You'll have an agent probably today around 4 o'clock. They're probably going to be blowing you up.
That would be nice.
Right. But you've been able to stay working consistently. I obviously follow you on IG. We've seen you've been on Fatal Attraction. You've been on
yes.
You've been a police a few times.
Yes.
Why you keep getting booked to be the police?
You know what? Maybe it's because I'm an asshole sometimes.
I guess, is that what we calling the police? She said that, not me. Man, shout out to all the police watching. We need all the fans we can get. But we seen you all doing many things. I saw you on the Tyler Perry set. You on the compound?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I did. I did get to participate in Camp Q last year when we were still having COVID lockdowns and stuff. So I was fortunate to be able to have experience where I lived at Tyler Perry Studios for 2 weeks.
That's crazy. So,
yeah.
So run that through. So many people hear about it. They hear that Tyler Perry has like this compound, right?
Yeah.
They don't really, I guess, get the understanding of it because he has like a city inside of the city.
Yeah, he has anything that you would need. Like, so it's not typically set up for people to like live there, but because of COVID and what he was trying to do, he was shooting a whole season in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Usually it takes a production a week to do an episode.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that he could do a whole season, but he works us. He had us working. I had, part of the job was to, how many wigs do you have?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yes.
So they gave you a bunch of wigs or you bought a bunch of wigs?
No, you had to bring your own wigs. If
So
you didn't have wigs, you couldn't get the job.
Get on.
Yeah, you couldn't even get the job.
Let me hit the hype bell for you having so many wigs. All these personalities you just pop on. Well, you're a different person with every wig.
Yeah, whoever I had to be, whoever I had to be. It was definitely a nice experience. But it was awesome because he had bikes set up.
Yeah.
So when we weren't shooting, you can ride around on his 300 acres.
Wow.
So it's like he has everything you could think of to shoot. He's building a hotel there.
Yeah.
He multiple neighborhoods.
I saw a hospital or
Airplane,
something, right?
yeah, like he has it all set up, airport, all that stuff. So everything that he does, he can do right there on his own property.
That's crazy.
So it's just awesome. Like, it's like, go black man, go.
That's what I'm talking about. So you get to work with Mr. Perry, right? You on this set. They got an airport over there. They ship it in celebrities and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's nice. It's nice. He's really good to his talent. You have to work, and it's definitely not like an experience on other traditional sets.
Right.
But if you could get in, then he changes lives.
That's what's up.
So
That's definitely a beautiful experience. I'm glad you got to experience that. So just as an actress, like walk us through and I know that's not a typical day because you are basically power shooting a whole TV series.
Yeah.
But kind of walk us through like a typical day.
Well, I mean, basically, really, you don't even know what time you have to be to set or where you're even going to be in less than like 12 hours from when you're supposed to be there.
Okay.
So it's like when you're acting on different shows, it's like really the biggest thing is like the time and the location.
Yeah.
Everything's last minute because of privacy and, even...
they don't want stuff to leak out.
Yeah, exactly, because people are good for doing
They
that
are.
out here.
Yeah. I remember we were... at the building I was working in, right? Radio station I was working in, we were above one of the streets where they were shooting one of the Avengers movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
So one of my guys, he flew a drone over it. He was just happened to be flying a drone. And he's like, bro, I just saw the Avengers set. So everybody runs in and and we're looking and like you just hear boom. and then his camera disappeared. They shot it out the air.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
If you do anything Marvel, they make you put your phone in a pouch and they lock it, and you have to even if you have like a they make you put all your stuff up. So they don't want any type of leaks or anything going out. They will throw you out, and you will be banned for life.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's what's up. So I appreciate you walking us through this. We have a lot of people that watch that want to start their journey.
Yeah, I tell everybody right now is the time. Like, you have so many streaming services like Apple, Amazon. You have Paramount,
Hulu,
BET,
Netflix, everybody.
Yeah, if you want to do anything in the entertainment industry, now's the time because they need content. So if you write that script. If you want to be in the crew, if you want to work the camera, the lighting, the audio, whatever. Like, especially in Atlanta, this is where you can come and have the opportunity to make mistakes. I say Atlanta's good to have your training wheels, so that way you can learn the ropes, But if you want to do it, get on a real set. Yeah. And it's so easy to do. If you have Facebook or Instagram, some of it looks shady, but if it looks crazy. It does look shady, but you could go on Facebook for free. Type in casting in whatever your city is, even if it's not Atlanta, LA, wherever. They're doing some type of shoot in there. And then you can start doing background work just to get on the set, just to get to
your protocol and see how it works.
Yeah, just to see how it works. See what a real day on set takes. See, if that's something you're really interested in, you could do it. You don't need an agent. You don't need a manager. You can find this stuff online for free.
Now tell me about, because we know what background work is. What is background work?
Okay, so background work is basically they fill in the scene. So you have the main talent, and then you have people who are crossing behind us.
Right.
So like if this was a movie right now, somebody would probably walk in through the front door, and then 5 minutes later you'll see them walk back out, and that's just so that the scene is full and it's realistic,
and they get paid to do it.
Yeah, you do get paid. It's not a lot of money,
but you get paid.
But if you can do it consistently, it is a lot of work. And if you could do it consistently, and now with COVID, they're giving you COVID bonus to go get your COVID test, to do all this. They'll throw an extra $50 on there. Right. So it's just good because you want to know terminology. Yeah. You want to understand
what an AD is, what crafting is,
anything. What a mark is.
Right.
I've been on a set, and I was like, have any of y'all ever been on a real set before? Because they didn't know anything. It was just some dudes with cameras. Yeah.
Got you. Now, I appreciate you sharing that. Like I said, a lot of people that have aspirations of doing this stuff, they just don't know where to get started.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So Facebook is the first place that you can go. Like I said, you type in, I would just type in Atlanta casting, and then it'll bring up several casting pages. And if you want to know if it's legit, look on the post, read through the comments. Are other people tagging their friends? Look and see the type of people that are actually following that page.
So those are the green flags.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know you're dealing with the legit thing. And then if you're ever unsure, you can always type a production company or a casting company into Google. Type it into Google and see what people are saying about it. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not lying. Right.
That makes sense. That makes plenty of sense, because if you type it in, and we talk about red flags in dating, but red flags when it comes to these castings, that's a serious thing too.
Yes, there are people, because Atlanta is the land of opportunity, and it's also the land of the scammers. Yeah. And they know that there's people out here that are willing to do whatever it takes to get on. Yeah. And there was just a story in the news where there was a man who was doing castings for a movie and had girls, a movie for, and a sex scene was required. It was noted that nudity was required. He brought these women in, had them acting out sexual things on a couch. Right. Photographs, videos, every time pushed it a little bit more. It was never a movie. This guy was not legit. This guy just had women getting butt naked on the couch because he could.
Yeah, that's crazy. So ladies and gentlemen, y'all be careful out here, because there's a lot of shady things going on.
It is. You really, in every area you have to just be mindful. But there are people who will prey on you because they know that you want in. So that's why it's important not to be an opportunist. Every opportunity is not a good opportunity. And if it's something that you feel is that you're not comfortable with, it's okay to say no. It's okay to be like, let me push this to the side.
Especially too when it comes down to people, and a lot of parents want their kids to get into stuff, and they just jump at the first opportunity to get their kids like a manager or a agent, quote unquote. But then some of these agencies are predatory, and they'll be like, hey, you got to pay me $1,500 and I'll get your kid.
Don't ever pay. And you know what? I know this rule and have been a victim of it after knowing it because the person selling the dream sold it so good. They sold it so good. I was like, you know what? I don't have all the money, but I have half of it. Let me see. And I started like, and then I'm like, wait a second.
Right. You supposed to be helping me make money.
Yeah, like it just was too much, too fast, and it just didn't make sense. But you don't pay an agent. I don't care if they tell you these are the best photos you'll ever have. Oh, we have to print it on this special paper. Oh, the photos you have are great, but we have to do them ourselves. We offer classes. That's another way that they'll try and get you and say, hey, if you want to sign with us, you have to take classes with this particular person. And it's always going to be a large number, $300, $500. I've heard up to $1,500 a month. And those people are just taking your money to the bank.
Yeah.
They're taking advantage of you. An agent books you, gets you work, and then they get their percentage off of the check from the job. You never give an agent money up front. I don't care how good it sounds. No.
That's it. That's a bar right there. And then a worthy agent is going to maybe refer you to a photographer. And they usually may have special prices with that photographer, but you don't pay the agent. You pay the photographer.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and then once again, if it feels weird, just look them up. It's if you're looking up your agent and you can't find anything on them on the internet,
or the client, it's an issue.
Yeah, you might run around the other way.
It's the same thing when you're dating. Google them. No, I'm saying? All right, those on the radio side, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We got Anna Rebecca. We're talking about kind of her journey so far. You crazy. Her journey so far. She's been acting since she was a wee one.
Yes.
Been on set. Been doing your thing.
Yeah, my almost claim to fame is that.
Not almost claim to fame.
Almost, because in a parallel world, this totally could have worked out.
The multiverse.
But I auditioned for the role that Raven Simone had on the Cosbys.
Oh, really?
For Olivia.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
I can see a slight resemblance, too.
I still have the sides at home. I still remember those auditions, and I remember I auditioned for Matilda. I even met Danny DeVito.
Okay.
I was auditioning to be the main little girl.
Yeah.
And several other roles. But I remember all that stuff clearly as a little girl.
Right. But you did have some success.
Yeah, I did a lot of
brands.
commercials. Well, yeah, I've done commercials, and I've done, Tylenol, and for Granny Smith apples. I did all kind of stuff as a little girl.
I heard you was a Barbie girl, too.
Yes, it was a Barbie with the butterfly wings. And I remember them just saying, play with the Barbie, and you're just a little kid playing. So,
That's definitely what's up. That's definitely what's up. And I know, like you said, we known each other for a minute, and I met you. You was doing the music, and then to see you back in acting.
I don't want to talk about the music.
We're not gonna talk about the music. I'm just saying now you back into the acting. It seems like this is your calling. You have a lot going on.
Yeah. It's times where I've always known I want to entertain. Like I've always been an entertaining person. I used to want to be a reality star, but for some reason I never.
But I think that's because you have. I think you have a knack for acting, and I think that sometimes reality stars don't get taken serious when it comes down to.
And I'm glad because it would have been on one of them shows like Bad Girls Club or something, and it just wouldn't have went well for me.
I mean, you got a personality for it, but you still are a serious actress as well. Not saying none of them aren't. I'm just saying you still are,
you know, and it's just like in Atlanta, this is the time. This is the place. Like meet people, network. There's so many Facebook groups and so many events like actors meetup or just different. There's different rooms that you could put yourself in. All you have to do is just do a little research. Yeah. And once you start meeting people, see, a lot of the stuff I'm booking now is from people who are like, hey, I know somebody who's shooting something. I think he'd be perfect for this. Could you submit for this? Okay. So a lot of the stuff now is people reaching out to me saying, hey, would you want to be a part of this thing that I'm working on? And
because they know you from working, though. They know you from putting in the work. Right.
Yeah, and then the people that I've met along the way, because I've been in Atlanta 10 years now, but now the people that I've been meeting are now elevating in their own lives and being in their own positions where now they can be like, hey, doors are opening up. Let me pull you through. You know, so it's like, that's why it's important to be around people that do what you want to do or in the area that work in the area you want to be in. Yeah, because you never know. You never know who's going to be the one to think of you and be like, yo, Man, come on, let's go. We about to go get this bag real quick.
I'm trying to tell you, if you want to learn how to cook, hang around some chefs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's good money right there, sharing that with everybody. We appreciate that. So you doing your thing. And what I really love is that you share a lot of stuff on IG. Like the good, the bad, the ugly.
All of it.
You put all of it out there
Yeah.
and you let people kind of be a part of your journey.
Yeah, you know, because I've gotten a lot of rejection letters. But in this industry, people, they don't give you a rejection letter. You just look on TV and saw that show you auditioned for.
You remember that line from that?
Yeah, you're like, well, I guess I didn't get that one.
Right.
But a lot of people, they want it to be an overnight thing, or they think like, oh, I'm special, I can get on or whatever. There's 100,000 people in this city that are thinking just like you. They have dropped everything, they have left everything behind because they believe that they are the next big thing and they really want this.
Yeah.
So you really have to do other things to set yourself apart. Nobody is making it off of natural talent unless you're a kid.
So I think more so, you're right. I think it's more so consistency, persistency, and
take classes.
Take
a lot of people
classes.
don't want to take classes. They don't want to invest, or they think I don't need that. But any agent actually expects their talent to be consistently enrolled in acting classes.
Right, work the muscle.
Yeah, so it's like there's things where you could do to perfect your craft, you know, and
it's a volume game. So it's like your auditions until you become Halle Berry. Them auditions, you got to do them. Like, you have to do them.
And keep submitting, because you know what it is? It's the same people watching these auditions. So, say over time you're taking your classes, and then say your craft was at one point, but now it's been a year. You've been taking these classes, you've been doing other work, you've been booked for other jobs. Now this time when this casting director sees you, you have better pictures. You actually are more comfortable in front of the camera. So they're seeing your growth. So then they say, you know what? I've been watching this person submit. They didn't let the rejection stop them. They kept growing. Let me give them a chance. Yep. Yeah, and then you got to think about, it's a lot of people who's doing this because they think it's about the money. Oh, I could get paid or whatever, and they're not supposed to be here. Yeah, they have no business. They suck. They're not talented. You're like, why are you here? Right. So then you got people like that shouldn't even be in your lane. So it's like you cannot let competition deter you. Yeah, your only competition is you. In my class, I'm in a class, I take classes with Javon Johnson, and it's about 16 of us. Yeah. And in class, it's about 10 other black women. It's only been so many roles for us out there. Right. So it's like, even though I'm in class, I'm looking at all these women, some of them, man, they have mind-blowing talent. I can't let that intimidate me. Right. And it's hard. Like, in my mind, I remember in the last class we did an exercise and we're supposed to show that we're sad. Right. And I got one woman over here crying next to me, one woman over here crying on the other side of me, and I'm sitting there thinking in my head, like, dang, you can't get teary-eyed? Like, at least you can get teary-eyed around here, dang. Right. But it's not about that. Right. You know, it's really about just operating in your lane, your growth. Yeah, your choices. You? Operate within your choices. Exactly. Don't let anybody else's journey deter you. But, you know, like you were saying, that's why I post, I auditioned for this job, but I didn't get it. Right. Oh, this is the rejection letter, but I didn't get it. Because I know that one day I'm going to start getting it. And then y'all could be like, dang, I remember they kept closing the door in her face, but she didn't give up. Right. And what I like, you just posted something, you just booked something, you got something dropping next week. Yes, so I have several things. Okay. So I just was on Fatal Attraction this Monday. Again? Yes. They must know you crazy. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Well, this time I played a victim of Francesca Lane. Okay. And it's a really horrible story. Yeah, all those Fatal Attraction stories are horrible. It's a real horrible story. Yeah. And but that comes on TV One at 9 o'clock tonight. Okay. So you can catch that. Nice. Right, it's a good story. We're gonna check it out. Tune into that. Okay. Also, if you have Tubi TV, there's a movie that was pre-released called The Lyric that I'm in. And shout out to Reginald Fleming. He gave me my first speaking role opportunity. He knows me from social media, and he was like, "Yo, I'm writing a script. I got a role for you." Yeah. And so I went, and from there, I got the footage from that and was able to start booking other stuff. So I like it. That's gonna be on everywhere June 7th. So that'll be on Amazon Prime. That'll be on all those streaming services. Called The Lyric, and it's a story about a transgender music artist who goes missing, and then a couple other girls go missing.
Okay.
And it's basically just trying to solve the mystery through her music lyrics about what happened to her.
Got
and,
you.
you know,
Got you.
all that. I don't know how to tell the story without giving it away.
Well,
so
y'all gonna have to go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. When I watched it, I was entertained, and also I felt very informed because, like, you know, as me, a woman was born female.
Yeah.
You.
I'm about to say she about to drop some. I was like, wait a minute.
No, but
you scared me for a minute. Not like I was like, I thought she was always a woman because you was like, as a woman born. I was like, wait a minute.
No.
Stop the music. Like,
nah, I can't afford them kind of doctors,
right.
boy. But most of the women on the cast were transgender women. And since we filmed, I've become friends with them. I have, they're actors too. So we share jobs and we do all kind of stuff. And I learned a lot.
Okay.
Versus when you don't know anybody and you're just looking on memes or whatever and whatever. It's all
I got you.
Whatever,
I get what you're saying. You know what you know until you know something different.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like when you really listen to them and their stories and learn about, it's like, damn, we all just human, trying to human out here. You know?
Yeah. Because I've heard different takes on that, and then some women get mad and they like, oh man, they're gonna take my position, you know what I mean, as not as a quote unquote natural woman, and then so you could take it a different type of way, but it's cool that you know, looking at it for what it is.
Because it's like at the end of the day, I'm human,
right?
And it's hard.
Yeah, it's about talent.
There's times where I really be like, I hate it here.
Yeah,
I hate the way people treat each other. I hate the way. Why do we all have to? Why is gas $75?
Yeah.
Why am I struggling?
Why is it $5,000 a gallon?
So it's like we got stuff like that's kicking our ass. I don't care who somebody was born as or who they wanted to find. That has nothing to do with me. This is just another human. So you just got to try and find some compassion. Yeah. Because you want somebody to look at you and your situation and have compassion for you when it's tough.
Absolutely. Right now we got Anna Rebecca. We kind of going over some different things. So congrats on those. Make sure y'all check that movie out on Tubi.
Yes.
Make sure we check it out tonight on Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. That's on TV One. And then I'm shooting some other stuff. I'm playing a dirty DEA agent on a web series called Atlanta Ugly. Okay. She's a mess.
A dirty agent.
She's a dirty DEA agent. And then I'm playing a new movie I'm going to start shooting next month called Secrets Known, where I'm playing a detective.
Nice.
So Detective Kimberly Starr.
Is that one also dirty? Kimberly Starr, that sounds like.
She's not dirty. She's a little sexual assaulty though. She's
Kimberly Starr sounds like something you find on the Hub. You know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so it's a story about a detective who gets a rookie cop to go undercover to take down his kingpin brother. Okay. But to me, whenever they have scenes together, she's a little butt squeezing. Okay. She's doing a lot. There's some sexual undertones there where you like, ma'am. Right. And then there's one scene where somebody does it back to her and she's like, that's sexual harassment.
Whoa, that's crazy. So she using them handcuffs for the wrong reasons. That's what you're saying.
Okay. I don't know how long she gonna be in the game.
That's dope, man. It's so good to see you working. Let's go over, because you kind of said it, for those independents, right, that are trying to get out here. The best thing to do is try to get on these sets, check these different forums. What about stuff like Actors Access and stuff like that? Do you utilize those platforms?
Actors Access has come a long way. But I remember before I didn't think it was worth paying for it because I didn't see roles for me.
I know a lot of people that have agents is really key, because a lot of the castings and things you have to submit through there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So if you can get an agent, that's good, but an agent's not gonna take you unless you're already booking jobs. So if you want an agent, you need to be able to go to them and be like, hey, these are the jobs I've done. This is what my resume looks like. I'm in classes. I'm working, because they're not. Or else they'll pick you up and then they'll shelf you.
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, and you still got to find your own jobs. Right. So.
Right. That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's major keys right there. All right, we about to get into this fast forward with Anna Rebecca. You ready? We're going to play this fast forward. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You answer them however you want to answer them, right?
Okay.
All right, so one thing you wish everybody knew about Anna without you having to explain it. Because a lot of people think they know you from social media just from seeing you, but they may not really know you. So.
Okay, I'm really nice.
Really?
Yes,
You
I
sure?
am a really nice person.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
You tried to flame me on social media one time. I'm like, this girl
And
don't
you
go
will
somewhere.
never forget that.
I'm never gonna
that's
live
a
that
cancer
down.
for you. A cancer, he's gonna hold on that to.
Like an elephant. I
We're
ain't
gonna be
forgetting.
old
That right?
talking about remember that
Remember
time
that
on Facebook.
All right, perfect, cool. That she's really nice.
I'm really
don't
nice,
believe
guys.
her, people. No, I'm playing. All right, so don't let the light skin fool you. Let's get it. All right, favorite thing to cook and eat, because we know you get out in the kitchen. I'll be watching these posts.
Yeah, I love to cook.
Okay.
I like Italian food.
Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that to be your answer.
My favorite meal is chicken parmigiani. So
Okay,
that's
that's what's up.
the fried chicken
Yeah.
breast with the mozzarella over
Now
it
I'm
and the
hungry.
red
It's almost
sauce
lunchtime.
and-
That's crazy. Right.
Yeah.
The way she said,
Because I can taste it right now.
Right. I can taste it the way you explained it right now. I thought you was going to say those pot pies. You was making a world famous pot pie.
I know I haven't made a pot pie in a long time.
Yeah, they used to look so good on Facebook. I was like, let me just order one.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
what's
get
up.
back to the pot pies one day.
All right. So what is your favorite restaurant to visit?
This little Mexican restaurant by my house.
Okay. They probably got the best little.
It's so small, and it's like $8 meals, and they have margaritas like this big.
Not the fish bowls. Not the fish bowls. Okay, then. So your
yeah.
Taco Tuesdays be lit. I see.
Man, it's around the corner in case I gotta walk back home.
That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna try to check your stories and be like, where this spot at? That's what's up. All right, one piece of advice you would give yourself at 18.
Oh, okay. At 18, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, people are trying to do what they can in their own lives. So if you want to dress that way, dress that way. If you want to go out to do that, if you want to try this job, do it. Do it all. Because I'd rather you do it and fail or decide you don't like it than to have been too scared to ever try.
That's what I like right there. All right, on that note, we're going to end this thing. I appreciate you coming out.
Well, I thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram. What is it?
Yes, my Instagram is beautiful MFN Anna ANNA.
There you go. All right. See how you tripping out too. Them last couple of posts, I was like, Lord, I don't have to block her.
Oh yeah, if you think that's bad,
Right.
don't go on my Facebook.
Right. Oh,
my
yeah.
Facebook will have you just
The most controversial woman on Facebook right here.
I gotta be.
Some of them posts, I be like, Lord, she finna stir the pot again. It's only Monday. Like, so that's what's up. Make sure y'all follow her. Leave y'all with a Reese's Piece of Mind and Pops Knows Best. She kind of just said it, man. Don't be afraid to not be afraid. Just get out here and do it. Do everything that you feel like you want to do, because you don't want to leave a rock unturned and then look back and be like, man, I should have did that. Don't be that person. Just go ahead and do it. We're about to get back into this mix, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in. This has been a pleasure and a blast. It's Reec Radio Live.